Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. This is going to be just a really quick, important one and one of the shortest videos ever. No, not ever, but pretty short. Okay, so this is mostly relevant for people that own Prados, so not Hiluxes, okay, or if you're looking at going to own a Prado sooner or later. Mainly the 1KDs, but it's the same or similar. I shouldn't say same because at Toyota it'll be a different part number, but let's say it looks to be the same fuel filter on a 1GD FTV. So not a 1KZ TE, not a 1GR FE, so not the V6, not the early 1KZ. So a 120 Prado with a 1KD or a 150 Prado with a 1KD, and also into the 1GDs, this is relevant information, okay? These are the rear fuel filters, okay? What do they call it? The transfer system fuel filter, whatever. We've got videos on how to change it. It's up above the tail shaft. Basically, you know, it sits up there kind of like that. Let's look at it like we're looking down, but like we're looking up, sort of sits. How does it sit? I don't know. Does it sit? I can't ever think. I can't do that. Let me hold it up. Yeah, it sits like that. So like that, right? And you just take these two bolts out and, you know, you disconnect it. Really got to watch the videos on disconnecting those lines. You don't want to bust the clips, but that's another story. I'm not telling you about that. Please be careful changing this filter. It'd be awesome if you can do it yourself because this is such a simple job. If you come to the Prado hospital for any sort of service, you do need to bring your own these filters because there's so many different options, and that's what we're going to touch on, okay? And I'm not recommending Ryco Z780s, but that is the part number. I'm going to give you some part numbers of some other brands and also talk about genuine. There's a number of options out there, so you can do it yourself or you can source your own filter, whatever brand you want, and please bring it if you're coming for a service. Happy to show you how to change it, and then you can do it yourself next time. There's some little orange clips you need to be, they're really easy to open once you know how to do it, but until then they're really difficult and fiddly, and you're going to get your eyes full of dirt, so just be careful. For all of those vehicles, as far as I know, check with Ryco or Repco or Bursons or wherever you buy your Ryco stuff online, Spares Box, whatever. Check with them, but I believe it's the Ryco Z780. That's the information that I have. Now, if you go to Repco, they've got some other options. Now, these, the retail at Repco, was up around, give or take, the $100 mark. They've come down to about 50 bucks, okay? Because Super Cheap was about 40 bucks. Repco was about 100, just didn't make sense. So now their retail pricing has come into line. They're about 40 to 50 bucks retail for this filter. Now, trade price, you know, there's not that much in it. And there's other options, which is why it's confusing. We don't know what to keep on the shelf. Some people want genuine, some people are happy with Ryco, some people are happy with the Burson brand, can't remember what it is, and there's also, you know, your Silverline brand and your Repco brands and whatever. So that's why I've come to the point where I'm saying we're no longer stocking these filters, okay? Please supply your own, and we'll supply our own for our own vehicles. Okay, here's your options. So you've got the Ryco Z780 if you like Ryco. I would suggest if you're going to buy them in bulk, because you're going to need these every 20,000 Ks. Buy them in bulk from Super Cheap or Repco. Go in there, work out a deal to buy 3 or 4, whatever, if you're keeping your Prado or more, whatever it takes to get them at the right price. Maybe you'll get them for about, I don't know, 35 bucks, or if you go to Super Cheap, if they're 40 or 44, when they've got a 20% off sale, you're going to get them for about that, the 36 bucks kind of thing, right? That's what last time I saw them, they were, I think they were $43.95 or something like that. So take off 20%, right? Bada bing, bada boom, okay? Now, you've got cheaper options, and I'm not too fussed about cheap when it comes to this one. You can see here on the filter it says, what does that say? Made in coronavirus? Made in China, actually. So there could be a delay on things like this, you know, with this coronavirus, things stop moving and everything's shut down, and you know, we're not trying to overdo the coronavirus. I'm being serious here that, you know, there's going to be delays in things. So many things are made in China and things are going to run short, so you might want to grab a couple and stock up from somewhere. Okay, so what I'm saying is I'm not fussed about what quality. I'm not fussed about the aftermarket quality, really. I've never seen or heard of an issue with these little things. They do get changed every 20,000 Ks. They do clog up pretty quickly. They can block. You want to make sure you're changing that regularly. The part numbers, if you want to go to Repco, you can get the RFF 167. That's the Repco fuel filter 167. They've told me is the part number for about 20 to 25 bucks, somewhere around there. Or you can get the FF 167 SL. So that's fuel filter number 167, same number. SL for Silverline. That's their cheap brand, Silverline. And I'd suggest that, you know, for about no more than about 20 bucks for that one. that Silverline one. Again, get them when they've got their filter sales specials, 40%, 50%, 60%, whatever. Buy them when they're on special, right? Save yourself as much as you can. I'm not fussed what brand you use. I'm still currently recommending Genuine for under the bonnet fuel filters. Buy the book. They don't have any specification on when they get changed. It's when the light comes on, which we think silly. So our recommendation for the under bonnet fuel filter is Genuine every 40,000 Ks. I don't mind, again, if you want to go and use a brand like Ryco, it's a Ryco Z780. Be aware that little bracket on the bottom doesn't fit on unless they've changed it. It's 2 millimeters smaller. Just putting it out there. We've got other videos where we've mentioned that before. Whatever you want to use. You can use Sakura, you can use the Nakajima, whatever. There's, you know, that Burson brand one. Actually, it looks all right. It looks like a Genuine kind of, the same sort of finish, but it's not. But it looks fine. I'm sure it does the job. They reverse engineer these filters and see what they do. They put them on machines, then they make them, and then they test them. And, you know, I'm pretty confident that whatever fuel filter you're going to buy does the job. But to absolute quality assurance, we recommend Genuine under the bonnet. You don't have to buy them from your local Toyota dealer. You can buy them overseas. That's something that you're pretty well going to be safe with, depending on who your supplier is. That's up to you to work out. I want to be promoting other brands and whatever. Now, the way these filters come in the box is like this. It just comes like that, right? So there's one in the box, there's one out of the box, and there's one on the bracket. So these are the brackets. Don't worry about the numbers on the bracket. People keep thinking they're the manufacture date. It's got nothing to do with the manufacture date and whether they've changed it or not. So you take these off, right, and you undo that 8mm bolt there. Well, you leave it till the last thread and you can just get it through, or you can undo it all the way, and you slip that filter. This is the orientation. I'll just show you, you know, if you want to take note of this video, right? So it's pretty kind of like, you know, flat opposite, you know what I mean? So if you hold that screw at the top, the bracket's one way, and that's the side that goes, this is the body of the car, and this is the other way, right? So the outlet there is directly opposite the bracket. So anyway, hope that's helped. Heap a little bit of information there. Reuse the bracket, use an aftermarket fuel filter. Personally, I'm going to do some homework and try and find some other brands that are 20 bucks or cheaper, and that's what we use on our own vehicles. And if we have any problems with them, we'll let you know. And if you guys selecting your own filters, whether you fit them or whether I do, if we have any issues, we're going to come out and let you know this is the issue we had with this brand, so don't use it, whatever the case may be. The only other thing I'll add is if it comes with a bracket, tighten up this bolt, because sometimes they come and they're kind of a bit loose, that's all. I don't know if they planned that or whatever. Anyway, that's it, guys. I told you to be short, but I have talked for 7 minutes. Amazing, isn't it? But it was all information you need. So if you don't want to miss out on the next bit, hit subscribe, turn the bell on, and then you'll know when it comes through. And tonight after work, you can watch the video. Or for some people, our American friends, they're watching it right now because it's a different time of the day. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See ya.